Hey everybody, Bryan Zurawski for Z-Funnels here, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about Evergreen Webinars. Webinars are something that we get a lot of questions about, and how can we use it for our business, and they are hot, and there's tons of businesses making tons and tons of money just running webinars. So they are extremely valuable and can be useful for almost any business. And it's something that you should strongly consider for your business. And I want to walk you through the steps of an Evergreen webinar funnel. Now, Evergreen, let me back up for a second. A webinar is basically a video online where there might be live attendees. There is live attendees, and they can ask questions through a chat box. You're going to present your material, whether it's educational or sales in nature, but hopefully a bit of mix of both. And you know, it's something where they can come on and learn about your product, your service, your business, so on and so forth. So an evergreen webinar would be one that is an actual webinar that is recorded and is repeating, so that it's fully automatic. So a good example would be if somebody goes to your webinar and they can sign up, and they might see your webinar within the hour, within the 2 hours, could be a couple of days. You know, people replay webinars, evergreen webinars at various intervals. So it's really up to you and your business. But top of the hour is usually a good one to do. You know, you want it to look and feel like a live webinar, even though it might be recorded. So the evergreen piece is very valuable. It allows you to continually put out the content and the offer in a webinar scenario without actually having to run the webinar over and over again. So some people want to always do them live, and that's fine, but that just takes a lot of time. So the evergreen piece is very cool because it's fully automated and very easy to set up. So I'll take you through the steps of an evergreen webinar funnel, and hopefully you might find it useful for your business. So on the left side here, and as with every funnel, we have to have traffic. So traffic can come from various sources. Facebook, Google, your current website, you can filter people into this funnel, your email list, you know, whatever the case may be. And we're going to take them, talk about the webinar and what we're going to talk about, and hey, this is going to be great for you, and you can learn a lot, you're going to get some valuable content that can help you. And we'll take them to a webinar registration page, so we make sure we grab their name and email for future use, telling them the date and time of the webinar, and go from there. Now, if you have a webinar that you're going to play at some interval in the future, which might be you know, a few days out, a week out, a 2-week time frame where you may need some time to do a launch, something like that, you can do an optional build-up process where you might throw out 5 or 10 minute clips of hey, watch this quick video about a couple of these topics that we're going to be discussing in the webinar, and really kind of generate some build-up for your webinar, because you really want the attendance to be as high as you can get it, because almost all webinars don't have everyone show up that actually signs up. So the trick to a good webinar is to get that attendance as high as you can get it. Doing a build-up process where you do some teaser videos is a very good idea. If you don't have time, if you're going to do this at multiple intervals throughout the day, then you can just skip that process. Now, we have to answer the question, did they actually attend the webinar? If the answer is no, we're going to put them on an email sequence saying, hey, you missed the webinar, what happened to you? You signed up, but you didn't make it. So here's a link to our replay of the webinar, and see if you can get them in on the back end of the webinar, and hopefully make it work from there. If they did, the next question is, did they stay all the way to the end? The goal of your webinar should be to sell them a product or service, get them to continue to work with you. If they did not stay till the end, we're going to send them a specific either email sequence or a video saying, hey, you missed the best part, and just as a reminder, here's what we talked about, and jump onto this great offer, and you can still participate. If they did see the webinar all the way to the end, we're going to take them into an order form, and fully automated process where they're going to purchase the product or service. And if they get to the order form and they do not purchase, they're going to be on a different email list where we would talk about, hey, we saw that you stayed to the end and you saw the offer, and it's a great offer, and here's why you should purchase and rethink about it. Maybe they just needed a little bit of extra time. but you definitely don't want to let them go fully off the hook. So continuing to communicate with them, because they now know of your offer. Maybe they didn't see the value in it, and you want to remind them of those things. If they do purchase off the order form, hopefully you have some kind of an upsell sequence. 1 or 2 upsells is fantastic. You know, you really want to keep in mind that you've got somebody, if they're going to purchase your product or service, they are ready to buy. They've got a credit card out. They're ready to purchase your product. So you want to make sure that you're optimizing your process and making sure that, you know, we can sell them everything that we can at the point of purchase. So upsells are a great idea, and then always saying thank you at the end to make sure that you show gratitude for their time because they've gone through your webinar and purchased your product or service. So after that whole process is done, you've got their name and email, and you can use that information for future products and services that you may want to sell them. So valuable name of somebody that actually purchased your product on your email list is fantastic for the future. So that is the nuts and bolts of an Evergreen webinar funnel. And again, it can be extremely powerful, and there are so many businesses using these from top to bottom to sell their products online. And it is fully automated from top to bottom, and it's couldn't be any easier once it's all set up. And if you have any further questions about Evergreen Webinars or would like some help in setting one up, we'd be happy to help you out. Again, Bryan Zurawski for Z-Funnels. And thank you again for watching this video from top to bottom, and hopefully we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.